What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, we are going over the ultimate one-turn KO strategy to defeat the 7-star Grass Tera Hisuian Decidueye for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And this strategy is absolutely phenomenal, and you should be doing it. My whole community has been doing it, and it's been absolutely killer. We've been farming proteins and calciums all night long. And of course, guys, like this type of content, enjoy these videos. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam by hitting that join channel member button below. Now, let's do a quick overview of this raid. So the Decidueye is a grass type, and grass is a great type because it's super weak to a bunch of things, and we can definitely exploit that. And honestly, the only thing that matters in terms of this strategy is the fact that, one, Decidueye has a lower physical defense than its special defense. It's a grass type, meaning it's weak to fire, which means we can amplify the fire damage with the sun. And honestly, we don't even have to worry about any of these moves. The moveset, the ability, none of this actually matters. And a very important note that does matter is the HP is times 30, making this definitely one of the weaker 7-stars that we've ever faced, probably making up for how difficult Mewtwo was in comparison. And none of this other stuff matters. Let's get to the rewards because we're killing this in one turn and we're going to just be feasting on these rewards. So your first time you get a KO, you get an ability patch, which is pretty phenomenal. Now, after that, you will be getting, for at least from my experience, I was always getting 3 proteins and 3 calciums every single time. You also get Grass Tera shards, which is great, EXP candies, but you also get rare candies, star pieces, comet shards, nuggets, adamant mints, which are really good. You can also get some bottle caps sometimes, and that big 1% chance for an ability patch, 2% chance for the ability capsule, and of course you can get even more shards on top of that too. So this is honestly a great raid to farm because this is going to help both special attackers and physical attackers with the protein and calcium drops, and of course all that money. And adamant mints are nice too because you're going to build pretty much nearly all your physical attackers in the game. Now for the raid builds, and this is a 4-player strat, and I will recommend doing this in my Discord server because everyone on my server who is raiding will be farming it this weekend and probably next weekend as well. The strategy is super easy, 100% foolproof. No accidents can happen here besides human error. It is perfect. Now, the player 1 here, whoever player 1 is, will need to have a fire Tauros, all right? And this is in Pokemon Scarlet only, so Pokemon Scarlet players will be pulling up a lot of weight here, and their Tera type doesn't matter. What matters is you have the item choice band, and you want to have max HP, max attack, adamant nature, with the ability Anger Point. Now, Anger Point is a great ability. When you get hit by a critical hit, your attack gets maxed out to +6, and we're going to exploit that. And we want to use the move Flare Blitz. Yes, you will get knocked out, but so will the Decidueye. And that's all that actually matters in this raid because you will win at that moment. Now, to trigger the Anger Point on the Tauros, you need a Pokemon that can land a critical hit, and that is Meowscarada. Because Meowscarada is a phenomenal Pokemon to do that. Now, Meowscarada, we're going to be going with Focus Sash as its item because if you don't have Focus Sash, you'll probably die. There's a chance you could die, especially if you're not level 100. And if you die, you're in the whole thing. So have a Focus Sash here, and then you can't really make a mistake. Now, the only thing that does matter is truly having Flower Trick. I mean, mine's like a PvP one, like max attack and max speed with Protean. Doesn't really matter. Just have Flower Trick, and you're going to use Flower Trick is attack that never misses, always lands a crit, and we're going to hit our Tauros with that. It's also a resisted hit, so there's actually no shot, even if you're like max attack adamant nature like mine is, there's no way you actually knock out the Tauros if it is level 100 with max HP. It's a resisted hit. You're going to be good to go. So you're fine. Just make sure you have that Focus Sash. That's incredibly important. Next up is our Sunsetter, and that's going to be Koraidon. Now I'm going to say this, you could use Torkoal as well, but the Torkoal has to have the ability Drought. And I do like Koraidon more because Koraidon has no shot of actually dying here. Torkoal probably won't either, but I just prefer Koraidon because it has more bulk in general. And we're going to go max HP, max attack. Doesn't really matter. As long as you're level 100, you have your EVs and your IV or your IV set up. You're going to outspeed the Decidueye and you're going to be good to go. So you're going to set up the Sun, which gives a 50% damage boost to the Tauros' Flare Blitz, and that's going to do a lot of damage. And then you're going to use a Helping Hand on it as well. So Sun goes up when you come out, turn 0, Helping Hand, bam. On the Tauros, you did your job. You're a great Co-Ride-On player. Super easy to run. Now, we have a flex spot here. You have 2 options for the last spot of this team. You can play Stonejourner with Focus Sash. Very important you have Focus Sash. If you don't have Focus Sash, you will die to a Leaf Blade. Now, if you're max HP, max defense, maybe like a Bold Nature, maybe we'll survive a Leaf Blade, but I wouldn't risk it because of crit. Just have Focus Sash. Now, your ability is always Power Spot. Essentially, Power Spot is like, gives everyone on the field essentially 1.3 damage, which is a 30% damage boost, but is like no life or recoil. So Tauros is going to get an additional 30% damage boost. And all you're going to do is hit Attack Cheer. And that's all the Stonejourner player does. Hit Attack Cheer. Cheers go before everything else. You don't have to care about speeds. And that's it. Now, if you don't want to use Stonejourner or you don't have Pokemon Scarlet, because, you know, so far every Pokemon I've shown off has been Pokemon Scarlet only, you can use Venonat. Venonat is awesome. This Pokemon is sick. Give it Focus Sash. Mandatory Focus Sash on this. Guarantees you don't die to a Brave Bird. And max HP, max defense. You want to do that for sure. Honestly, this is the best Screech user in the game. Screech is 85% accurate. However, the ability Compound Eyes actually makes Screech accuracy 101, making it a move that never misses. So all the Venonat player does is hit Screech, bam, -2 on that, easy KO on that. And yeah, all those things happen at once. The Tauros kills it, you farm. It's super easy. Everyone just follows the rules. Do this for a few hours and you'll be farming like no other. Now, just the little bit of a raid overview at this point. As I already mentioned, Tauros Choice Band, Flare Blitz. Meowscarada hits it with the Flower Trick with the Focus Sash. So you proc the Anger Point, get that +6 attack. Then you have the Co-Ride-On player with Focus Sash. The Sun goes up, further boosting Flare Blitz. Helping Hand occurs out here, and you'd use it on the Tauros. And then the last player can either use a Venonat with Screech, with Compound Eyes as the ability, with Focus Sash to get that guarantee -2. Or you can have a Stonejourner player with Focus Sash, and all they do is Power Spot activates when they come out in the field, and then Attack Cheer, and that's it. Here's the calculation. This is the calc actually using the Venonat instead of Stonejourner, but they both do relatively the same damage. So you can see that we're doing 130 to 153% of the boss's life. So we're pretty much killing like a Decidueye and a half here, which is pretty phenomenal. And definitely feel free to share this image with other people. All right, guys, so here is our first turn, 1 turn KO strat. So the Hisuian Decidueye is times 30 HP. It does not set up a bulk up on turn 0. So this is an incredibly easy strat that you can do with 3 other people. That we're doing in the Discord server. And we're going to be running the Tauros, the Co-Ride-On, Stonejourner, and Meowscarada. Meowscarada is going to trigger our Tauros' Anger Point. So give us max attack. Going to hit with that Flare Blitz, which will be Sun boosted because the Co-Ride-On's out on the field. Co-Ride-On will then use Helping Hand on us to further boost our damage. And then Stonejourner sits on the field, gives us a Power Spot boost with essentially a Life Orb bonus, and is also going to use Attack Cheer. So we're just going to be doing a lot of damage out here. And so far, we just have not failed because we also outspeed the Decidueye. So it literally never hits us, which is absolutely incredible. So the only thing you have to worry about as the Tauros player is you just got to wait for everything to activate and then you hit Flare Blitz, which I do recommend putting as the first attack in your move slot so you don't have to do any menuing. You just have to hit A twice and then you're good to go. So the Sun is now out. Power Spot is activated. We are now getting Attack Cheer. Flower Trick hit me. Helping Hand is activated. Now I mash A, and the A button is just going to automatically go into Decidueye. Hit that bird with our bull. And goodbye, Owl City. It's over for you. It's over. It is over. Cancel Owl City. And yeah, that's just how you easily farm this. This is a really good raid to farm. Of course, every first clear is going to get the ability patch, but you have a 1% chance of getting that ability patch afterwards, of course. But the good thing is you're going to be getting 3 proteins, 3 calciums a lot of the time, which is pretty great. You, of course, get a lot of EXP candies. You get adamant mints. You get a lot of money items. You get bottle caps. I mean, look at that. 3 proteins, 3 calciums, a lot of Grass Tera shards, of course. And, you know, easy raid, easy stuff. So keep farming this. We're going to be doing this all weekend. But there you have it, guys. That is how you easily defeat and farm Hisuian Decidueye for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.